We are on thermal conditioning tips, day 32, brought to you by Timemo Global Limited. And today's topic is going to be on compressor cutting off and it will not cut on again. If you are driving your vehicle with your AC on and the AC cut off and it will not cut on again, there are several things that might cause that. I want you to remember one thing that compressor or hot mobile conditioning system is electromechanical because the compressor has a mechanical side which contain the piston, the shaft, and also contain electrical side. The reason why I said that is electromechanical. The electrical side is the clutch, the magnetic coil, the solenoid, the relays, the fuse. So if any of these things has issue, it will affect the compressor from working. And one of the things that will make your compressor to cut off and it will not cut on again is what I'm going to let us know and the possible cause of that. Number one is low on refrigerant. The compressor is fitted with, or the automobile conditioning system is fitted with low pressure switch and high pressure switch. What happens is that if the system is overcharged, the high pressure switch will make that compressor to trip. It's a safety device just to save that compressor. If the system is low on refrigerant, that means there is a leakage somewhere. And when there is a leakage, refrigerant is leaking out from there, oil is leaking out from there. Remember, compressor is a moving part. That oil is not only to lubricate the system, it's also there as a cooling agent to cool the compressor. So if the system is leaking, or that means oil is also leaking out from where the refrigerant is leaking out from. The reason why it is not advised to top up refrigerant. If the system is leaking, it is better to rectify the leaks than topping up refrigerant. When you're topping up refrigerant, you're causing issue to the compressor because most time your automobile conditioning technician might not add oil to the system. So you'll be running that compressor without oil, and over time it will grind, and that will end your expensive repair. So number one is low on refrigerant. When the system is low on refrigerant, the low pressure switch will stop the compressor from working just to save the compressor. The number two, faulty pressure switch. Just as I rightly mentioned before now, the pressure switch is faulty, it will be sending wrong signal, and that will prevent the compressor from engagements. Remember, we have low pressure switch. If the system is low on refrigerant, it will cut off the system. We also have a high pressure switch. If the refrigerant is too much on the system, it will make the compressor to cut off. And also, if the pressure switch are defective, it will be sending wrong signal, and that will prevent your compressor from engaging or magneting. Number three in my list is electrical problem. Yes, the system is electromechanical. So if the mechanical side is good and the electrical side is not good, it will affect the system. For example, if you have a blown fuse, that will stop your compressor from magneting. If you have a bad relay, that will stop your compressor from functioning. If you have a broken wire or problem with crank issue, it will also stop your compressor from magneting. So number three is electrical problem, and number four is overheating compressor. If your compressor overheats, that will prevent the compressor from working because the thermal protection will trip just to prevent the compressor. And you might want to ask, how will the compressor overheat? This is how the compressor overheat. Don't forget the compressor job is to compress refrigerant to a high pressure at high temperature, then deliver it to your condenser. So it is expected that at the condensing unit, it should be cooled down. So if it does not cool down, probably maybe because your condenser fan is defective, because condenser cannot achieve that alone without the help of condenser fan. So if the condenser fan is defective or is running anti, it will not cool down that refrigerant. So that phase change will not take place. And not just that, it will return heat to that air compressor. And that will end up making your compressor to trip because of thermal protection, or it will even shut down that compressor. And that will end you at expensive repairs. And number 5 in my list is a weak or damaged compressor clutch coil. If your compressor clutch coil is weak or damaged, to prevent compressor from magneting. The reason why it is advised, if you are driving a car and it's raining and you enter a flooded water, it's better to off your AC because your compressor is located at the lower part of the engine bay. So if you are running your compressor while driving across flood, it will damage your compressor clutch. And the last thing on my list is ECU slash control signal issues. If your ECU has issue, it will stop your compressor from magneting. So sensor fault or error code will block your compressor from starting. So next time, if your compressor should shut down and it will not come out again, those are the possible things you need to check. One is low on refrigerant level, and for you to be able to know if the system is low on refrigerant, you need your manifold gauge to check that. And number 2 is faulty pressure switch. If either your low pressure or high pressure switch is faulty, that will be sending signal and wrong signal, and it will stop your compressor from magneting. Then overheating, if the compressor is overheating, the thermal protection will make the compressor to trip. Then weak or damaged clutch, if your clutch is defective, it will also stop the compressor from magneting. So I want to believe that these few tips are useful. Please kindly share it. And of course, don't forget to follow us for more automobile conditioning tips. Remember, knowledge save cost. See you tomorrow.